Recently, the opening workshop of the Science Film Festival 2015 was held at the Goethe Institute in Hanoi. Science Film Festival is a part of the event International Year of Light 2015, initiated by the United Nations, aiming to address the importance of optical technologies to sustainable development. This is the 5th year of Science Film Festival to be held in Vietnam with a collection of 13 films from 5 countries. They encourage scientific learning of more than 30,000 youngsters in Vietnam. Especially at the seminar, the organizer also presented some interesting experiments on light for audiences, which are attached to the films of the festival, such as color blending, 3D effects, or making a night light.
Thứ nhất là phim nó phải có cái ý nghĩa khoa học, nó thể hiện được cái tinh thần của liên hoan phim năm nay là nói về ánh sáng, và sau đó từ những cái phim sát chủ đề chúng tôi chọn những cái phim mà nó gần gũi với cái đời sống học tập của các bạn học sinh ở Việt Nam.
Liên hoan phim năm nay thì có một cái sự cô đọng, khá là cô đọng, bởi vì là cảm giác của mình là liên hoan phim năm ngoái cũng rất nhiều thí nghiệm, nhưng mà những cái thí nghiệm đấy thì có vẻ như là nó gắn với bộ phim nó hơi yếu ớt. Năm nay thì các bộ phim của chúng ta đều có cái thí nghiệm và có thể nói là nó sát sườn và nó có thể giải thích được nội dung của phim cho các bạn thậm chí lớp 1, lớp 2 vẫn có thể hiểu được về phim.
Initiated by the Goethe Institute in Thailand in 2005, the Science Film Festival is an event that promotes science education and widely held in Southeast Asia, North Africa, and the Middle East. Until now, after 10 years of being organized, Science Film Festival has become a major playing field for those who have passion for cinema and scientific researches, with total audiences of 580,000 people in 13 countries in 2014.
Hello and welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 Net Việt Nam Nhật. So that is a clip introducing about the Science Film Festival 2015 with the topic of light. So to find out more about this year's Science Film Festival, the quality of the films, as well as the opportunity for the Vietnamese filmmakers to join in the Science Film Festival in the next years to come, we'll have a talk to Dr. Almuth Meyer-Zollistch, Director of the Goethe Institute in Hanoi, and she also the co-organizer of these events for the last 5 years. Thank you, Dr. Almuth Meyer-Zollistch, for joining our program today. Well, first of all, can you share a little bit about the new features of this year's Science Film Festival 2015? Why there is the topic focus on the light?
This year we are celebrating the Year of the Light in the framework of the United Nations International Program. This year is dedicated to light, the importance of light, the light-based technologies. As you know, we always want to encourage the knowledge, the awareness building about new technologies, sustainable technologies, and of course we want in general to nurture the interest of the kids and the young audience in science, engineering, technologies and mathematics, the so-called STEM material. The 13 films that we have selected are all about different aspects of what important has light in our everyday life.
How you evaluate the quality of the film which are introduced in this year's Science Film Festival? Why do them target on children?
We have actually different age groups which we are targeting. So the primary school kids, the kids in the teenager age, of course, but actually there is a strong focus on primary school because we think that in this year's the demand for this typical form of learning is specifically high. So we really want to focus on this age group of young children and conveying the fun of learning. We have a strong emphasis on the quality of the learning program. We have selected these films together with experts who are working on learning strategies, who are teaching at the teachers' academies here in Vietnam. So I think we have really found experts who help us to improve learning ways really in everyday school teaching.
What are the criteria for the Sun films to be selected in this year's film festival in Vietnam?
The films are actually selected from 5 countries, so from a huge number of films that were sent in following our call. First criteria is it has to do with the topic. So this year we have light, and that means a whole range of aspects around light. That means clean energy, light-based technologies. There are a lot of interesting aspects in it. How do laser beams work? How does LED-based technology work in detail? And the little experiments that show then how, for example.
Apart from the films covering the topic of light, there will be other topics regarding to the sustainability or the daily issues. So can you share more about this?
It is a part of the so-called brand of the film festival that we have a main topic every year. This year it is light, but of course we use the topic of light in a very broad way so that we can integrate a lot of different aspects into it. Also light in nature to make understand the laws of nature in environmental, interesting studies of other topics that are maybe a little bit on the margin of the topic light. And of course the third focus of the films is it has to be made really tailor-made for children.
That is the image of the opening ceremony of the Science Film Festival 2015 with the theme Light, discovering different roles of light in Hanoi. The event introduced some scientific films to the children to help them understand more about the science of light. Through short and concise films, they learn how the rainbow is formed, what is light pollution, or how bubbles are created. After each film, children participated in fun activities associated with the films, including games and experiments such as making tool to blow bubbles.
Mình nghĩ cái chương trình này rất bổ ích. Thứ nhất là nó cũng tìm hiểu được rất nhiều thứ xung quanh con, như thế là tại sao lại có cầu vồng, tại sao lại có được ánh sáng. Cái này là rất bổ ích. Nếu mà áp dụng được cho các con như lớp 1, lớp 2 vào các tiết học như là kỹ năng sống hay là cái chương trình vật lý cho các con cao hơn chẳng hạn, thì nó cũng là khá là bổ ích mà các con dễ hiểu hơn. Nó bằng hình ảnh nó sẽ dễ hơn là mình sẽ đọc chữ.
It is the 5th year that the Science Film Festival to be held in Vietnam, with many films from Southeast Asian countries. However, there is no scientific films from Vietnam. Some issues related to filmmaking techniques and costs are currently causing many problems for scientific filmmakers in Vietnam.
Đứng trên vai trò của những người đã lựa chọn phim năm nay thì mình cảm thấy hơi tiếc, bởi vì là năm nay là chưa có đơn vị của Việt Nam nào là đăng ký gửi phim. Bởi vì thực chất những cái bộ phim khoa học này là mình hướng tới mục tiêu là truyền đạt cho các bạn nhỏ kiến thức, thì đơn giản là những cái chương trình khoa học vui, những cái thi đơn giản, nhỏ và giải thích một cách dễ hiểu là có thể tham gia được. Nhưng mà có thể là các nhà làm phim của Việt Nam chưa có cơ hội để biết đến, hoặc là chưa tiếp cận được nhiều với cái này, hoặc là có thể là nó chưa gọi là đồng điệu được với cái mong muốn của họ. Thế nên là cái liên hoan phim năm nay thì chưa có nhiều sự tham gia của các phim của Việt Nam và đa số các phim nước ngoài.
The selection of the festival shows that science can be transmitted through audio-visual means to educational and entertaining senses. The experiments in the films can be made with simple ingredients and graphics. From the experience of foreign filmmakers, Science Film Festival is expected to bring new opportunities for Vietnamese scientific filmmakers to get experiences and being motivated to produce scientific films with educational values.
Mình biết là ở Việt Nam có rất nhiều người hiểu biết về khoa học, tâm huyết muốn làm nhưng mà lại chưa đủ khả năng về kỹ thuật, về phim ảnh để làm. Thì nếu mà có thể kết nối được những người đó với những người làm phim thì có thể là tạo ra được những cái bộ phim ở Việt Nam thì nó cũng là có thể sánh vai được với các nước khác như Thái Lan hoặc Indonesia.
Tôi tin tưởng rằng là với cái sự quan tâm của công chúng và sự thúc đẩy của Liên hoan phim khoa học thì sẽ có ngày càng nhiều những sản phẩm của những nhà làm phim Việt Nam.
As an experienced organizer, of the Cannes Film Festival for the last 5 years in Vietnam, you can see that there is no Vietnamese silent films joining in the Cannes Film Festival. So what did you think about this? What are the reasons for this?
Yes, and this is also something we want to change. This film program is also meant as a kind of role models for the production of similar programs. I know that here there are very interesting plannings in VTV6 and also VTV7, the new broadcast channel that is exclusively focused on educational programs. And we have already established a very good collaboration with the aim that Vietnam is going on in producing these kinds of educational programs by themselves. Producing is always money intensive, but I think this money is very well invested because it's about the future generation, about the future of the kids. Other countries like the European countries or also in the US, there are this tradition of educational and edutainment programs. I hope that VTV7, the new channel for this educational programs, will then be very actively supported also in terms on budget, because of course you need budget to produce, but budget is not the only item. It is one important factor, but of course the concept and the encouragement also, let's say from the side of the authorities, is important to have more Vietnamese film productions.
Right. So what advice or recommendations that you want to give for the Vietnamese filmmakers to encourage them to join in this kind of film festival in the next year?
I mean, one important thing is the recognition of this festival on the official side. If this festival would be organized mainly by, let's say, the Ministry of Education or the Educational Board of the big cities, then of course the recognition would be much higher on the side of the schools, and more schools would join in. Now we have very much interest from the sides of the especially private schools, but if this could come true, this would also encourage the filmmakers to produce more for this kind of festival. Then of course the distribution is much higher than now.
So last but not least, what is your expectation in the next year's Cannes Film Festival, and what are the opportunities for Vietnamese Cannes filmmakers to join in the next year's film festival?
Of course, I would really love to have more films from Vietnamese filmmakers. I know there are a lot of really good young filmmakers who are eager to find new topics. If they really knew that this kind of educational films is of interest and is supported, then I think they would really join in. Vietnam is a country in very dynamic development, so you find the topics everywhere. And of course you have a huge audience. All the kids and the young audience here is very interested in knowing more. So that would be great if we could have more Vietnamese films to join in.
Thank you, Dr. Almuth Meyer-Zollistch, for joining our program today. And that is also the end of our program Sharing Vietnam. I hope that we give you all of the information regarding to the Cannes Film Festival 2015 with the topic of light. And I do hope that the Vietnamese Cannes filmmakers will have more opportunities to overcome the difficulties and obstacles to join in the Cannes Film Festival and integrate with the foreign filmmakers around the world. For comments and feedbacks, please send it to sharingvietnam@netvietv.net. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.